Are you planning to come to Tunisia? Then probably you would like to watch today's video. In today's video we are going to talk about the top 5 things to avoid when you come to Tunisia. My name is Shams and you are watching Biz Rules. Let's go direct into the video. But before that, kindly hit the like button and kindly, if you enjoyed today's video, kindly consider subscribing. First thing you would like to avoid when you come to Tunisia is to avoid kissing in public. While it's very normal in the West, Europe or America to kiss in public, in Tunisia it's not really common. And don't get me wrong here, it's not forbidden by the law. However, as I mentioned, it's not common. So when you do that, you will bring attention to yourself and you will be very embarrassed while kissing your boyfriend or girlfriend and everybody is staring at you. So I highly recommend that you avoid kissing in public. Of course you can do that in hotel or in more quiet places. The second thing you would like to avoid when you come to Tunisia is stop showing off your gear and expensive jewelries, especially when you are in crowded area. And don't get me wrong here, I'm not saying Tunisia is not safe, but when you tend to show off, for example, your gold or your jewelry or your expensive maybe camera while you are in the old city, you maybe bring the attention of thieves and they may follow you and you may get your expensive things stolen, and of course you don't want to do that. So I highly recommend that you avoid showing off this thing while you are in crowded area, and it's definitely for your safety and for your best. The third thing I advise you not to do when you come to Tunisia is to avoid going outside the main cities alone. And as I mentioned previously, don't get me wrong, you will not all the time get stolen or they will not catch you or they will not kidnap you. However, for your safety and for the safety of everyone, it is better that you go outside the cities in group or with some locals, because you never know. Even we Tunisian, and when we go to camp, for example, outside the city, we generally go in groups. As I mentioned, you may encounter good people, but you may also encounter some bad people, and you don't want to be in trouble while you are in your vacation. So I highly recommend that you go in group if you go outside the main city. The fourth thing you want to avoid when you come to Tunisia is, if you are from this type, I'm speaking in quotes because I know they are very strong and I may get banned, is you don't want to show off these things in public, because not only it's rejected by the culture, it's also forbidden by the law. So you might get yourself in trouble and you don't want to do that when you are in your vacation. So if you are from this type, you are welcome, of course, it's your right to be whatever you want, but you have to respect the culture of the country, because this thing is totally rejected by our religion and by our culture. So you are welcome, but do your things in private, do whatever you want in your country or in the countries that allow that. What is normal for you is probably not for others, but the main point here is that we should respect each other's. If I go to your country, I will have to obey in your law and your culture. If you are coming to my country, you have to do also the same. There is no one who is above other. The countries now, some European countries who are trying to teach us about democracy and tolerance. Few decades ago they were killing our people and they were occupying our countries and stealing our resources. So without getting too much deep into this subject, you are more than welcome, but please respect the culture of the country. The fifth thing that you don't want to do when you come to Tunisia is, I highly advise you don't bring much more money than you are willing to spend in Tunisia. And let me clarify. Actually, my wife gets stopped so many times while going out from Tunisia, and they ask her if she have currency. And here, because there is one law in Tunisia that forbids you to approximately more than $3,000 outside the country. I'll put the exact number in the screen because I'm not sure, because the law is changing all the time. But trust me, the law is there, and you don't want to put yourself in trouble or your money confiscated while you are leaving the country. I'm not also telling you don't bring your money or don't spend here in Tunisia. Of course bring, but approximately don't overbring much more money than what you don't need, because the customs are really difficult. And also I here highly advise you, if you have some drone, please keep it in your home. You don't want to put yourself in trouble, because in Tunisia it's not allowed to use drones, unfortunately, or probably your TV channel or something like that. So if you are not from this type, you are maybe content creator or just enthusiast, or just an enthusiast who would like to film the nature and to show off the beauty of this country, unfortunately you can still use your digital camera, and you can use as well your smartphone, of course, but drones, try to avoid that, at least in this moment, because there is no law that will protect you or will protect your drone. And I hopefully I helped you into today's video. This was a short video trying to help you out to avoid any issues in your next stay in Tunisia. It's been over 4 months we didn't share any video. Thank you for asking. Nobody asked actually. And what I can say, I will promise you to continue keep this channel running as much as I can, since let me be honest with you, YouTube is actually not paying off and not worth worth spending time working this type of videos. However, I love shooting videos. I like to help people, so I will keep this running as much as possible and as much as I can. And if you'd like to support the channel, kindly hit the like button and please subscribe for more.